because fuck that beach ball. And then you had the audacity, Barclays Center, to cheer and pop really, really loud when they won. Go fuck yourself, okay? No. You were playing beach ball during a title match.
With
This was not
former world champions.
Who fought in the ring for the first time. This is not like Dolph Ziggler versus insert name here who he fought 50 times. There you go. That we were already bored of it. This was a one-time thing that has happened.
And I say that.
And you guys are like, oh, let's play with the beach ball. Go fuck
I
yourself.
say Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin.
Because they did it 17 times in 3 days.
Not even that. Where this whole beach ball thing started was during a Baron Corbin Dolph Ziggler match. The night after WrestleMania 32 in Arlington, Texas, out of Section 320. Why 320? Because we were in 316.
Yep. No, other way around.
Other way around, my bad. We were in 320. It started out of Section 316.
Yep.
We started it. Y'all fucked it up. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Just like you guys fucked up the Hey Bailey song and all that kind of shit. Bastards.
I did enjoy the finish a lot.
Yeah. The super kick and then the Rainmaker, Seth Rollins edition, and then the Dirty Deeds. That was fantastic. That's a great wombo combo.
Also enjoyed the Hurricane Rana.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, that could have been so bad.
But I made the comment
so
to you.
Bad.
Cesaro should have flipped through it.
Flipping onto Sheamus.
Sheamus.
I think he was worried.
And I don't
think that
blame
he was
him.
worried that if he tried to do a flip and he got caught, he would have fell on his head.
Right.
So he instead did a headbutt into Sheamus' chest.
Right, which again I don't blame him whatsoever
at all. It would have looked cooler
because if he would have done the flip, he would have hit the top of Sheamus, the side of Ambrose, and could have potentially just rolled through it. It's a complex system of moves. It could have looked beautiful because I think the four of them are the only four I would probably trust to do something that stupid.
Fucking workhorses.
But what are you doing?
I have to constantly charge it because it's low.
Oh, okay. But it would have looked a lot smoother. To your point, though, this is the first time all four men have been in the ring together, and they're working their kinks out. They're going to have several matches leading up to the next pay-per-view. If not, take that further,
right,
and possibly see the rubber at Survivor Series.
That's a long ass feud.
Plus, Seth has a record of hurting people, so just don't.
But that wouldn't have been Seth's fault, though. To an extent, indirectly. Shut up.
Seth likes to do things that are going to steal the show, right?
Correct.
Sometimes moves that steal the show have a high risk of hurting people.
Agreed, but there's
A
nothing.
buckle bomb outside is high risk of hurting someone. A buckle bomb to a 50-something-year-old man has a high chance of hurting someone. A Rainmaker knee edition has a high chance of breaking John Cena's nose. I'm just... Okay. Maybe Cesaro doesn't want his nose over here.
I think it was like, let's go. He's good.
But again, certain things like that, okay, could have been Seth's call. There are a lot of times where it's like, all right, is it really Seth's call? Is it not Seth's call? Because I'll be one of the first people to say, yeah, someone's unsafe in the ring.
I'm pretty sure that with the newer guys who came from the indies, they don't clear the moves they're going to do in the match with the people in the back.
Think so?
They should. Don't they have an agent for every match?
There's an agent for every match.
They're not clearing everything, bro. Let's be real. How many times have you watched? If you ever watch like people who just talk about wrestling, they're like, there's times when we don't even have to say anything to each other, and we already know what we're going to be doing. They're not clearing that shit. Now, there's people like The Rock and Triple H who do the entire match before the match actually happens, and they do it step by step. These new guys are not doing that.
Right.
There's
and
no way.
I agree with that. It's just one of those things where, as much as I want to say, yeah, Seth Rollins is unsafe because of those things, I was ask anybody, super bitter after the whole Sting thing at Night of Champions. Because that was my first time seeing Sting. Wanted to see him some more, but I got fucked out of it because of Seth Rollins. So I was against Seth Rollins throughout the entire span of like 2 years.
Hasn't been 2 years, has it?
So 2015.
Okay. It feels a lot longer.
Okay, but just to those out there, I'm not blaming Seth because the other person could easily say, no, we're not doing that.
Right.
So I'm not blaming Seth. And I love Seth Rollins. I think he's phenomenal in the ring. I think he's great. I think that he is the person that's meant to carry the generation to like the next tier, into the next age or whatever that is. I have my concerns about the moves that he wants to do in a WWE setting. I don't feel like everybody's like Cesaro. Okay, Cesaro I can see. Dean Ambrose I can see. I don't think Sheamus wrestled outside WWE. So the guys who are in the indies are used to that. They know what to do. They know what to expect. Like they.
But
they
that's
know how
always
to
at the point
that.
where if I'm Sheamus in that situation, you almost want to trust those guys.
Oh, you for sure do. But at the same time, it's the same thing with The Miz. The Miz has never been injured.
Mm-hmm.
He's never had to take time off for anything, to nurse up, anything like that, because he fights safe matches. He doesn't do anything that he does not feel comfortable doing.
Right.
Now, if there's 3 dudes saying, come on, dude, we can do this spot, whatever, you're not going to be like, no, I'm not going to do it. Eventually, you'll be like, yeah, I'm going to suck it up. Whatever happens, happens. We're moving on with life. And so, as far as
Like
that...
having a table fall upon you.
Yeah, like as far as that goes, okay. It's just, if that was the case, I can see why Cesaro took the safer route. Because I think Cesaro would have done the flip. I think Dean would have been like, fuck yeah, because we've seen what Dean's been through. And Seth is like, dude, I've got it, I've done it.
Speaking of that, I have watched some of that shit.
What's that?
The Dean Ambrose in the almost backyard wrestling.
Oh, you mean John Moxley?
CCW? Yeah,
John
I
Moxley.
blanked on his name. That is some. I love hardcore wrestling.
It's extreme.
That is some tough stuff to get through.
It's extreme.
Because there are times where I think I'm watching a murder happen.
Yeah, it's extreme. It's super
I
extreme.
mean, Christ. I love violence and different things like that. Like the next,
Look up Tyler Black, bro.
warm-blooded, gun-toting, flag-swinging American.
Goddamn New Jack. Goddamn New Jack.
Jesus, God.
That murderer right there.
But
First
that,
motherfucker.
that was some stuff where I was watching it and I was actually having to stop it and compose myself.
Yeah, it's
And I think a lot of it's because I wasn't prepared for it.
Right.
Like, my uncles had told me how ECW was because they had watched it.
Yep.
You know.
CW was dope. Oh.
I've read about a lot of different things in that. I'd never heard of this CZW. So when I watch it, it was very, very shocking to watch.
Yeah.
And the fact that Dean Ambrose did that and is still walking,
Yeah. Dude's a beast. Dude's a beast. That's why they're like, you're lazy. Get the fuck out of here. You
so it
joking?
makes sense to John, no, it wasn't John's comment. It was Corey's comment tonight. Dean Ambrose has a high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Are you joking? But yeah, we have new tag team champions. I'm a little bitter because I can't use the shield music. Fuck you, Roman. The match was awesome. The beach ball thing pissed me off. Cesaro handled that shit, which was fantastic.
I can't wait to see what all the different people say about
Twitter
it.
blew the fuck up after that.
Oh, I know they did, but the
Twitter
video
was
that
like,
I want to
Cesaro
see.
is the best. Now it's a meme already.
So is it really?
Yeah, it's a meme.
Nice.
Look at the scribbing of the beach ball.
Contender for match. Oh wow, what just happened? Dropped from what culture?
Okay.
AJ Styles, Kevin Owens.
Let's go.
Go 17 minutes and 20 seconds.
Let's go.
Sorry, my finger's over the one.
Whoa, what?
Shane McMahon, special guest referee.
Let's go.
I think the reason this match went so long, and looking back on it, it was a little annoying, but it played to the story. After every pinfall, they were up in Shane's face.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that kind of slowed the tempo of the match down because we know both of these guys can have that fast-paced, quick match that a lot of us diehard fans enjoy watching. Having that happen every time was kind of a speed bump. then you were like, all right, Shane's gonna do something. The fast count, like we had talked about.
Right.
I called to a T the pushing Kevin into the roll up from AJ.
Of course, we knew that was
I
next.
mean, I choreographed that entire part for you.
Counter argument.
Here we go.
No, it's short and sweet to the point.
There's our
The
first.
way that they did it, they had you here the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Because they fight, pin, Shane, you're an asshole, and then you're coming down. And second start back up, you're right back here.
Right, and it was
you came down.
it
So
was a great
they
match.
controlled everything.
It was a great match for an audience participation, so to say. And I think a lot of that loses translation when you're watching it at home. To a certain extent. Especially when, and it may just be for me, but I think, because I love the environment of a live event so much more because they're telling the story to the crowd. And the whole idea is to get the crowd involved because they don't know how they're doing unless we react. They can't hear the reaction of the person at home.
Right.
You know, so it's that instant gratification and they're doing those certain things to get that pop. To get that, you know, whether it be a good or bad pop. And I think some of that gets lost
Right.
by the time it makes it to the viewer at home. Because the viewer at home's like, I'm just watching this. Yes, I can react and different things like that,